welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Into the Wild, Chapter 3. And man, this chapter is exciting. It's a little long, but it's worth it. So it starts off with Rusty just really sleeping in. Dreaming about everything that happened the night before and thinking about everything that happened with Lionheart and Blue Star and Grey Paw and really trying to figure out what's he going to do. He wakes up and he can see his food bowl is all full of food, and he goes and eats some of his food. And then he goes outside and he finds his friend. I can't remember his friend's name, sorry. And his friend was like, man, what happened last night? What was going on? And Rusty tells him, like, man, I saw some wild cats. And really? And what did they do? Did they hurt you? No, they asked me to join their clan. And the other cat's like, what? No way. I don't believe it. Those guys are crazy. Don't trust them. They just want to eat you. But Rusty's like, no, it really happened. And I think I'm going to join them. And the other cat, is it Smudge? Snudge? I'm not sure. He's kind of sad. He's like, well, if you go away, who am I going to play with? I'm not going to have any friend. And the old cat, he's just too lazy. And Rusty says, well, I'm sorry, man. I got to get out of here. But look, I'll play with you until I have to go and meet them at noon. And so they just have a great morning. They're just playing around. Rusty's last morning as a kitty pet, and they're just playing all over. And time goes by really fast. And then Rusty says, "Okay, I have to go now to join the clan of these cats." And he takes off and says goodbye to his friend. Now, when he gets out into the forest or near the edge, he sees. He smells two cat shapes, I think, and sees two shapes. And out comes Lionheart, but another cat, White Storm. And we learn that White Storm is going to be the cat that actually mentors Rusty if everything works out. And so, pretty quickly, actually, Rusty first thinks, oh my goodness, these guys are going to eat me. But then I'm like, hey, relax, Rusty, let's go. And they take off into the forest, and the big cats are running for Rusty really fast. Maybe for them just a normal pace, but they're just running, and they're not waiting for Rusty at all. And they're jumping over tree logs, and Rusty has to like jump on top and then jump off of it, and they're jumping over like ditches and things, and Rusty's just chasing after them as fast as he can. They even go through some yucky water. And oh man, Rusty's never touched water. But he doesn't want to show his fear, and he runs right through it. And maybe for White Storm and Lionheart, maybe the water comes up to their legs or something. But for Rusty, probably his tummy and chest. So he really goes in until finally they stop at the Thunder Clan camp. Actually, they stop on a ravine, which is a vocabulary word, but a ravine is shaped like that. And they stop at the top of it, and they look down, and they say, we're near our camp. Can you smell it? And Rusty, actually, he's looking. I can't see the camp anywhere. I can't see it. And they say, use your nose. And he smells, and oh yeah, I can smell a whole bunch of cats. He's like, well, you'll soon know each of those smells by name. And so they go in to Thunder Clan camp, and it has this protection of these hedges with thorns on them. But they go in and they see cats everywhere, just talking and licking each other. This is their like lick time or something. I can't remember what it's called, where they lick each other and talk. And so, as Rusty gets in there, all the cats smell a new smell, and they all start looking at Rusty. He's walking with Lionheart, Rusty, and then White Storm, I believe, walking into the camp. And then Blue Star comes. And Blue Star says, well, White Storm, what do you think? And White Storm says, well, Lionheart didn't think you'd come, but he came. And we ran really fast and hard through the forest, and he kept up. And so we think he has warrior's blood in him. And they say, okay, it's agreed. The three of them agree that Rusty can join the Thunder Clan and be a warrior. And so Blue Star jumps on a rock and just calls all the other cats and says, I have something to say. And all the cats come in. She says, this is Rusty. He is going to be a new warrior for us. We need more warriors. And the other cats are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, this is weird. What's going on? And even one, Longtail, he starts saying, no, that guy, he's lucky to be a warrior in our clan. And he keeps saying like negative things about Rusty and about the decision. And Rusty's like, oh! He's like frozen. He's so scared. All these cats looking at him. But Longtail keeps saying like bad things about Rusty. He said, oh, look, he has a collar. Oh, he's a kitty pet. Oh, kitty pet can never be a warrior. And Lionheart goes down to Rusty's ear and says, are you going to let him talk to you like that? Rusty doesn't move. Are you going to let him challenge you? Are you going to let him shame you like that? And then finally, Rusty just runs and jumps. And all the other cats are like, what's going on? And Rusty jumps over at Longtail and goes, blah! And they just start fighting like crazy. And all the other cats start to spread out as Rusty just starts going crazy on Longtail. And Longtail is fighting back. Usually if a cat's about ready to fight, maybe they'll look at each other and they'll kind of slap each other a little bit, and then they'll go crazy. But Rusty, he just jumps in and goes at it. And they're fighting until finally Longtail grabs Rusty's collar. Rusty's choking, and Rusty just pulls, and the collar flies off, and Longtail flops backwards. And Rusty gets ready, and then Longtail gets ready. But then before they can continue, Blue Star jumps down and says, it is finished. He says, Star Clan has spoken. This is no longer a kitty pet. He has freed himself of his collar. And in honor, he shall be called Firepaw. And Rusty steps out into the sunlight, and the sun is shining on his rusty hair, and he looks just like fire. And Blue Star even says, in the light you shine like fire. And Rusty feels something special. And his name is Firepaw. Oh, and he feels such pride. Oh, this is so nice. And then he just kind of sits there, and Graypaw comes up and says, oh man, great job. And he kind of nudges him with his head, and they kind of feel good. And the crowd is cheering, Firepaw, Firepaw. And then they start to kind of go away, and Graypaw and Firepaw are talking. And while they're talking, this warrior cat comes, Darkstripe, and he looks really cranky and grumpy, and he's like, ugh, a kitty pet. Oh, disgusting. And then he walks away. Okay, Darkstripe. And then Graypaw and Firepaw are still talking, when suddenly another cat goes, Row! Alarm! Something's wrong! And all the cats kind of look around and get ready. And then one warrior cat, a young apprentice one, I can't remember his or her name, but she comes over and tells everyone, Redtail, which Blue Star is in command, Redtail is number 2. Redtail is dead. And that is how chapter 3 ends. Oh, man, sorry, that was a long chapter. Oh, such a great story. Topped off. Topped off means full and almost falling over. Okay, imagine like a bowl of popcorn. When you have a bowl of popcorn, you don't just put like half popcorn in the bowl. You pile that popcorn. Oh, it's over the edge of the bowl. Topped off. Quivered. Shaked. Disbelievingly. What? I don't believe you. Dis means not. Believe is trust. And ly is describing an action. Disbelievingly. And that's Rusty's friend's name. A Rusty friend doesn't believe him. Restless is having energy that you can't rest because I'm so excited, I want to do something. Poised is positioned, poised for battle or to jump. Skidded, imagine riding a bike. You're riding a bike really fast, and then you push the brakes really hard and strong, and your tire goes. That is called skidding, where you stop, but you kind of keep moving. Ravine, I already explained, is like having 2 hills and then down inside is called a ravine. And you can Google some images of that to help you see it clearly. Gorse, I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this name. I had to look it up. But it's kind of a plant that is a bush, but it has like thorns and pokey bits on it. Maybe like a rose bush would kind of look like that. But this is a kind of a special one. You can Google it too. But just imagine a bush around in a circle or something, and then the cat's in the middle. There's a few more. I'm so sorry. Dappled is like sparkled or not sparkled. Splattered or let's say imagine a black cat, okay? And if it was dappled with white, it would have kind of white spots or patches on it. Not completely, not like stripes, but just like bloop, bloop, bloop. Imagine having some art, okay? And you take some paint and you just go, and you just fling the paint. Bloop, 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 bloop. That's dapple. Distinctively, easily recognized, special, unique. You can identify it easily. Indignant is kind of like, no, I don't want to. And Longheart was indignant when Blue Star is talking about Rusty. Defiantly, that is really saying, no, never, I won't do it. Defy. And Lionheart kind of defies what Blue Star is saying about Rusty until Rusty attacks him. Tormentor, this is someone causing you pain or trouble. Torment is like something hurting you. Tormentor is someone causing the pain. And Longtail was tormenting Rusty. Retching, when the collar gets Rusty's throat. This action is retching. And then Rusty comes out of the collar. Jeered. This is like, boo! Go away! You're ugly! Saying bad things from a crowd to someone. Alright, that leaves us to our discussion question. Do you think you could have attacked Longtail? All those cats looking at you. This new environment and this one cat saying all this bad stuff. Like Rusty or Firepaw, could you have ran out and attacked this guy who's even bigger than you? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.